It's May 26, 2019. It's been pretty warm here in Seattle. It's a very sunny day. Over here we have the ficus tree. It's not doing too well. The growth is kind of stunned. And right here we have the succulents. Looks like this one is enjoying the sun a lot. You can see it's producing a lot more new leaves. And this frizzle sizzle, you can see the new leaves are right here. And another one right here. They are a lot shorter than the other leaves that were developed indoor. So hopefully we can see more springy leaves. Right here we have the hydrangea. We can see this one is pretty pink. The flower is pretty pink. Here we have the rosemary and lavender. You can see the lavenders are now flowering. Very nice purple flowers. I think they're gonna attract a lot of bees too. Pineapple doesn't look like it's doing too much. Probably some new leaves gonna come out pretty soon. Succulents. Let's look at the grape. You can see it's growing all over the place. A lot of new growth. And let's try to look at the flower looking structure right here. Yeah, I think it's flower probably. They're kind of slow in development for some reason. But yeah, can't really find anything, any of those in other places. Crocus, you can see it's dying back. And here we have more bulb plants. This daffodil, some of them has already died back. Some are still around. Peony, yeah, nothing too much, just leaves. Summer snowflakes, just leaves as well. More bulb plants, all dying back now. Here we have the calla lily. Don't see any more flowers from this part. And then the other half, where I grew left outdoor, it's gonna come out very nicely. Let's look at the mulberry. Right here you can see the flower. I think there's more on top. Like right there you can see that little structure thing with the white spiky thing. That's the mulberry flower. Dahlia. There's another flower over here that's gonna develop. And here, another flower that we saw last week. So it's gonna flower pretty soon. It's waiting no time. And then here we have the blueberry. You can see the fruits are getting bigger now. Overall the plant looks pretty nice. Lots of leaves, so that's good. Here we have some hyacinth. You can see the grape hyacinth and the crocus. They're all dying back now, so I can put them away pretty soon. I also planted some succulents from indoor. They're outdoor right now. This blueberry, I don't think these are gonna like become actual blueberries. Over here we have the strawberries. Let's look at several locations. This one over here, you can see that strawberry is pretty deformed. Probably because it's not pollinated correctly. Here we have some more deformed strawberries. Probably because of the, again, pollination issue. Here we have some more strawberries that are looking pretty thin. And here we have the most, I think, the most developed strawberries. You can see it's very nice shape. It's looking full, so these are gonna be some very tasty strawberries over there. Here we have the hydrangea. You can see this bush over here. It's gonna produce kind of a purple-ish flower. And here's a lot more flowers down here. You can see it's kind of purplish. A lot more over here. And then this bigger bush over here. Don't know the color yet because the flower is still developing. The raspberry over here, you can see this two new raspberry growth contains no flower, which is normal because that's the first year. And here we have the older branch with all the raspberries. You can see most of them are actually pollinated very nicely, so I'm expecting some nice full raspberries this year. Yeah, actually some of them are still, you can see some new flowers are still coming up. So yeah, it's continuously producing more flowers. Here we have the this succulents. You can see all the flowers, the yellow flowers are attracting lots of bees. And the asparagus looks pretty much the same as last week. You can see the little flowers with the pollen in the center. So these are probably male plants. Rhubarb, you can see I cut the flower spikes off. Not completely. Here's some bulb plants that I'm gonna put away pretty soon. And you can see the potato is going crazy with lots of new growth, and you can see it's gonna flower pretty soon too. I think this year I'm gonna cut the flowers off to make sure it store all the energy into the potato. Artichoke, you can see it's sending out more new leaves. And also on the side there's the tomato plants. You can see it's getting a lot taller. And then this one over here that I transplanted is looking pretty healthy. As for the indoor garden, here we have the succulents. You can see right here I planted this new succulent at the same time as the ones that I have outdoor. And then the orchids looks pretty much the same. This lady slippers orchid, you can see the new leaves coming up. This one too. Just gonna go over the orchids very quickly. This one looks pretty much the same. This one too. That's the mini oncidium. Another mini oncidium right here. Phalaenopsis. This little node is still getting bigger. Right here we have a staghound fern. You can see this new this antler frond is looking pretty nice. And another orchid. Yeah, the third leaf is, I think it's developed now. String of pearls. Yeah, just sending out new leaves. Right here we have the Easter cactus. Just more new leaves as well. And here we have a green onion. I kind of want to propagate this because I don't use them a lot. And here just more succulents. You can see I moved some plants around. And for the hanging plants we have the Hoya right here. Hoya's looking healthy. Really wanted to flower though because I really like Hoya flower. This new leaf is about the same size as last week. Spider plants, pear plants. Right here, it's another flower. It's gonna send out. And philodendron, right here. Here we have the water, plants and water, prayer plants, spider plants. You can see the roots are kind of green because the it's a clear glass, so sunlight could get through it. Here we have the bird nest fern. And here we have the prayer plants cutting. You see they're all rooting very nicely. I need to figure out where to plant these.